Let us read, and let us dance. These two amusements will never do any harm to the world. Judge a man by his questions rather than by his answers. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. It is forbidden to kill, therefore all murderers are punished unless they kill in large numbers and to the sound of trumpets. The more I read, the more I acquire, the more certain I am that I know nothing. Those who can make you believe absurdities, can make you commit atrocities. I have never made but one prayer to God, a very short one: O Lord, make my enemies ridiculous. And God granted it. God is a comedian playing to an audience that is too afraid to laugh. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do. Now, my good man, this is no time to be making enemies. Voltaire on his deathbed in response to a priest asking him that he renounce Satan. God is a circle whose center is everywhere and circumference nowhere. It is dangerous to be right in matters on which the established authorities are wrong. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Doubt is an uncomfortable condition, but certainty is a ridiculous one. It is better to risk saving a guilty person than to condemn an innocent one. Think for yourself and let others enjoy the privilege of doing so too. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well. Our wretched species is so made that those who walk on the well-trodden path always throw stones at those who are showing a new road. If God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him. Every man is a creature of the age in which he lives, and few are able to raise themselves above the ideas of the time. The comfort of the rich depends upon an abundant supply of the poor. We never live, we are always in the expectation of living. "You're a bitter man," said Candide. "That's because I've lived," said Martin. Don't think money does everything, or you are going to end up doing everything for money. The art of medicine consists of amusing the patient while nature cures the disease. Men will always be mad, and those who think they can cure them are the maddest of all. It is with books as with men, a very small number play a great part. The only way to comprehend what mathematicians mean by infinity is to contemplate the extent of human stupidity. I loved him as we always loved for the first time, with idolatry and wild passion. It is clear that the individual who persecutes a man, his brother, because he is not of the same opinion, is a monster. If this is the best of possible worlds, what then are the others? Love is a canvas furnished by nature and embroidered by imagination. In general, the art of government consists in taking as much money as possible from one party of the citizens to give to the other. I know many books which have bored their readers, but I know of none which has done real evil. If we do not find anything very pleasant, at least we shall find something new. There is a wide difference between speaking to deceive, and being silent to be impenetrable. Doctors put drugs of which they know little into bodies of which they know less for diseases of which they know nothing at all. Being unable to make people more reasonable, I preferred to be happy away from them. Reading nurtures the soul, and an enlightened friend brings it solace. Come. You presents will either give me life or kill me with pleasure. The discovery of what is true and the practice of that which is good are the two most important aims of philosophy. In every province, the chief occupations, in order of importance, are love-making, malicious gossip, and talking nonsense. 4,000 volumes of metaphysics will not teach us what the soul is. It is not inequality which is the real misfortune, it is dependence. If you have two religions in your land, the two will cut each other's throats, but if you have 30 religions, they will dwell in peace. When a man is in love, jealous, and just whipped by the Inquisition, he is no longer himself. When it is a question of money, everybody is of the same religion. Madness is to think of too many things in succession too fast, or of one thing too exclusively. If God created us in His own image, we have more than reciprocated. Notebooks. To succeed in the world it is not enough to be stupid, one must also be polite. I would rather obey a fine lion, much stronger than myself, than 200 rats of my own species. She blushed and so did he. She greeted him in a faltering voice, and he spoke to her without knowing what he was saying. He must be very ignorant, for he answers every question he is asked. One day everything will be well, that is our hope. Everything's fine today, that is our illusion.